At any moment, this thing can get out of the way.
Crispy.
Today is Little Nightmare's birthday. We got him a nice little custom Cars cake. Got the Dynaco figure right there. The bling bling Dynaco. Just surrounded it with some cars here and there. Oh, there goes that Ramon. Cake, it came out really nice. Man, it's 3 years old today. Future collector. So it finally broke down and grabbed some of these clamshell cases for the DC Universe Classics. Now these are from Zulu World. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I've been eyeballing these for a minute, and you know, it just finally came, you know, and just broke down and got a couple. Now, these things are not airtight. You can see right here in this little lip area, it just kind of folds together. Just pop it out real quick. See how it just folds like that? And it just closes right here at the top. So like I said, these are not airtight. They're just more for just keeping the box, you know, or the package protected a little bit. It's not crush proof or anything, but it will provide better resistance and nothing at all. It actually just makes these things look really nice and clean. See that? I like the way that looks. Now these things ran about $4 something a piece, which isn't bad, and then of course shipping. So if you can find these things, you know, like a comic shop, it'd probably be a little cheaper than paying for shipping. But the problem I had was this one came nice and crisp, you know, no bent up corners or edges or anything. Came out real nice and solid. This one, on the other hand, was just smashed up. I mean, you can see the little indent right there. The back of it is kind of caved in. You can see right there. And then this corner is just all mangled up. So I wasn't too happy about that at all. But I contacted the guys at Zulu World and talked to one of the dudes on there, and he was mad cool. You know, he's apologized and is gonna ship me out, you know, another one for free. So, you know, I really appreciate that. I mean, you know, when you're paying money for something like this, you know, and it's an online company, you know, you want their stuff, you know, they should, you know, provide good service. So like I said, this is just the first incident that happened. I plan to get more of these, you know. Like I said, it just depends on how the other one looks when I get it. But if it's real nice, then I'll continue to go with these guys. Try to grab as many as I can for my DC figures. Alright, and got the third one I should say, from the Zulu site. And this one came out much better. No creases, no dings, nothing. Even put it in bubble wrap, which is what they should have done in the first place, but that's a different story. So yeah, came out real nice and clean. Like I said, these are $4, 4 something, I believe, and then 2 of them all together with the shipping was 18, so it's not too bad. Would have been nice if they added like a value pack or whatnot, but it is what it is. Yeah, and they also have all kinds of other cases for, like, you know, Master of the Universe, you know, vintage, Ninja Turtles. Nothing for Legends yet. I haven't noticed anybody doing any kind of special packaging for Legends. That'd been kind of cool. Somebody would come up with that. But all in all, really cool. I'm happy. So put both of them in these packages now. Clam cases, I should say. Got the regular Deathstroke and variant Deathstroke. So now I plan to get as many as I can of these, probably after the convention, you know, because these are going to cost a little pretty penny, and put all the ones I have regulars and variants of in these cases. Probably not everything I have mock, but for the most part, like these, they'll get that treatment. So yeah, I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to check out their site. Like I said, I just had that one issue with them and they resolved it real quick, so I'm pretty happy with their service. And to show you, these things work for both styles. I mean, this is the, you know, kind of newer packaging style, and now it's not the oversized one like this one over here. Of course, that's not going to work with these. I mean, you guys should already know that, but it will work with these ones. Let me see. It's one-handed, so we will try this best we can. Come on now. Skills. So you can see it fits in there nice and smooth. You know, on the edges there. Bam, 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 bam. So it's in there nice. Just take it. Lock it down. Like I said, right here, it's not airtight. Not like how the you know, the ones I use for the Marvel Universe ones are. But like I said, it works. You can see there it is. It has a display piece for the DC Universe Classics logo. The bottom piece is nice and presentable. Well, this one's all mangled up, but you know, it's all good. There it is. They do have the tags, the thumb tags, so you can hang them up on the wall, which is exactly what I'll do. And you know, they provide a nice little stackable, you know, you can stack them up like that. So all in all, really nice. We'll have to see what the other one looks like when I get it, and then see how I, you know, feel about their shipping and stuff. What's cool about these cases is that you can't really tell that they're in a case just looking at them. I mean, when you see them compared to the other ones, you know, then you can, but other than that, it shows up really good. That's about how you can tell. So I was taking a family out to the wild safari out there far, far in Oregon, and hit up one of the Walmarts on the way. Didn't hit all the spots up like I normally do on these trips, but I finally came across a new legend, or I would say a Wave 1 legend. I finally got that claw mock that I've been wanting to get for a minute now. So this was probably the worst Walmart I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, they had nothing there. The restrooms were a complete disaster. I mean, it was ghetto. But all they did have, they'd had Claw, and then they had a variant Iron Man. So I'm kind of happy I stumbled across that place when I did. You know, if this thing was just a little shorter on the card, it would actually fit perfectly in this case. But it's that packaging, it's not going to work. It's all good. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll come up with an idea soon. Somebody should. It's money to be made. Alright, so Claw finally has his place on the mock wall. Let's see, just give you a little update real quick. Finally got the variants matched up. I still need to come across another Captain America regular. Still need to get another blue Ghost Rider. See, I got them already loose, but we need to get some mock ones as well. So like everything you see here, I've got doubles of, and a couple of them I have triples of. I have triples of. I can't remember what I got triples of. Oh, Bucky Cap. Good God, I have so many of these Bucky Caps. Still need to come across that mass stocking, and of course the big time fail Spider-Man. But this Future Foundation one is so badass. If you haven't got this figure, good luck getting them. I don't understand what the hell is up with Marvel's, or not Marvel's, but Hasbro's distribution once again. That always seems to be the issue with Legends, Marvel Universe, hell, any of their figure lines, I should say. Except for Star Wars. Star Wars, they seem to pump those out quite often, and you can never fail not trying to find a damn Star Wars figure. But anything else, it's a hunt. I mean, it's a true definition of a hunt. You either got to be the first ones there, you got to beat the scalpers, or you even got to beat the guys working there at the stores. I mean, those guys piss me off even more than scalpers. But it is what it is. I mean, even so, I still have a nice collection, and you know, it's just a lot of people in the community helping out, or just myself just getting up early and just getting out there and hunting them down. I mean, that's all there is to it. You just got to get them before others get them. No sense whining about it. Go out there. If you want a figure bad enough, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? One way or another, you'll get it. These are all the DC Hot Wheel figures I've gotten so far. Man, these things are hard to come by. I mean, these are the only ones I've ever seen at the stores. I mean, I see a whole bunch of Green Lantern and Joker. Those are the most I've seen. And Superman. Flash, I've only seen him a couple times, but... So now I'm gonna probably have to hit eBay for the rest of them. Good God. Say we got the Lions on ice. Keep them nice and fresh. Waiting for the other two to show up. So later on this year, we're gonna be able to form Voltron. Can't wait for that. Got to give a huge shout out to my man Sean Long out there. Hooked it up with the Horde Prime figure. So just sold it to me, you know, just cost. So I definitely appreciate that. Of course, this is a character I'm not too familiar with. I know he's the brother to Hordak. God damn it. There's the face right there. This figure's really badass when you look at it in person. You know, the pictures I've seen online don't give it any justice. It's a nice looking figure. Gotta crack him open. This Horde Prime figure is mad cool. I like it a lot. The color scheme works. Doesn't have a lot of accessories like most of the Master Universe comes with, but he does have an interchangeable head, which I believe this head represents the UK version of Horde Prime, since in the show you never seen his face, but in the comics they gave him a face. But I don't know, I think this one's kind of crappy. I won't be using that one at all. He's got interchangeable hands where you can put this kind of crossbow weapon on him. It's just nicely detailed. It's mad cool. So either hand will work. Just gotta pry him off. I do like the way that looks. Kind of reminds me of Dr. Claw. But the whole color scheme on him just works. He's got armor. Everything works perfectly on him. I love the color scheme. That is dope. Of course, he's got the helmet. Now, if you don't want to see what his head sculpt looks like, then I turn away right now. Turn away, turn away. Bam! There he is. Badass looking face. That is dope. Very nicely done. Ears are nice and big. He's got a devilish looking face. Kind of red beard going on. And he looks like Hordak. For you guys that don't know, this is Hordak's older brother, which I'll show Hordak in a moment here. But the one thing I don't really like is how the cape sits on him. It's real loose, but I mean, it's not going to fall off or anything like that. It's just super loose. His head does come off, but I won't do all that. So he's got articulation there, up and down. Doesn't go too far because it's limited. He's got, you know, standard articulation for Master of the Universe figure. So if you guys already know all that, then, you know, it's decent articulation. But all in all, this figure is mad cool. The red cape. This part I really like. He's got the nice little cone shield. I don't know what you would call that thing, but yeah, he came out nice and perfect. I like it. So the two brothers side by side. You can see the similarities between them and the differences, of course. But all in all, you know, Hordak is still one of my favorite, you know, Master Universe figures, but this Horde Prime is really eking up there. I mean, this thing is badass looking. Really damn cool. Now, a lot of people like, I don't know his character too well. You know, I just seen him that one time in the She-Ra series, but you know, there's other people who are more educated in this line than I am. But a few people have complained that, you know, they felt like Hordak should be his own superpower, you know, and not beneath anybody, which I kind of agree with that. So it'd been kind of cool, yeah, if this guy was like, you know, his father or something like that. That'd been kind of cool. But you know, all in all, yeah, what are you gonna do? But it's still an awesome figure. I think if you're a fan of this line, definitely want to try to get it. Of course, it's sold out. On Mighty Collector, everything's always sold out there, but definitely worth the pickup. Alright, so here we go. We're going to get into it, the redos for this week. But this isn't really a redo. This is something that is long overdue on Hasbro's part. So number one, they need to distribute a Iron Patriot figure. I don't care how they do it. They'll probably wait till Iron Man 3 comes out and give us the movie one, but the Norman Osborn Iron Patriot is long overdue. I mean, I would like to get a few more if I could, but this one right here is a great custom by my man JD Meg. He's the guy who came up with the first Iron Patriot, I believe. I seen somebody do a custom of, I'm not 100% sure, but his version, I loved it. I mean, this is a fabulous figure. It also has an interchangeable head. He even did all the hands, so it came out really, really nice. So I, once again, thank him a lot for that. And I think Hasbro needs to step up their game and get into the market where the customizers are doing the figures for us. And also Luke Cage. This is a cool Luke Cage. You know, his Heroes for Hire look and whatnot, or his, you know, classic style, but he is long overdue for a modern look. Good Lord. I don't know why they're taking so long, but you know how we always want, you know, new characters. I think a modern Luke Cage, you know, we'd be happy with, you know, even though that, you know, we care for our new characters, but I think everybody would agree that a modern Luke Cage is long overdue. So if we don't see one of these two at San Diego Comic-Con, I'm going to be kind of pissed off. Alright, the Marvel Universe redo, I have two sets I want to do. So first off, we have Johnny Storm. I kind of like a repaint done of him, just in his newer, not newer, but classic costume to match with the other ones. You know, the other three members, because his blue is too light of a blue to really go with that. Now, a lot of people, you know, including myself, will just use the flamed on Human Torch version, but for a relaxed look, you know, for like pictures or whatnot or scenes, it'd be nice to have a costume that matches with the rest of them. Alright, the part 2 of the Marvel Universe redo. Now, like I said, it's not a redo, it's something that we need. My man Configure posted on the MU community page a picture of the Dark Avengers, and you know, he's expressed his opinion. Like, I'm gonna do the same with mine. You know, we need an Ares figure. It is long overdue. I mean, we got the whole team basically done besides, who was the Marvel boy? I can't remember his name, but yeah, he was only a member for a minute. But the core team is one character away from being finished, so I don't know why we haven't gotten that figure yet. Ares is definitely an important, you know, member to this team. Even so, the whole Marvel, you know, universe itself. So, like I said, I told him on the MU page, if I don't see Ares, you know, in the next coming up few waves, I'm gonna be pissed again. So, I mean, we're just about there, and even an unmasked Dawkins would be kind of cool to see as well. I mean, see, we got Iron Patriot and, you know, Norman Osborn head sculpt, so that'd be kind of cool to see. But I don't know. My fingers are crossed, hoping we get it. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to Super Sunday. Next week will be the last Sunday before the convention, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's it. So probably while I'm at the convention, I'll try to upload some videos. I'm not too sure, you know, what the Wi-Fi connection is and all that, you know, stuff like that. But I'll try to do as much as I can from my phone and whatnot. But I will be posting some pictures of all the figures we see around there from Figure Arts, Hasbro, Sideshow. I'll put some of it on the ACBA page, but I know it's going to be kind of flooded, so only the more important stuff, you know, that we collect and all that stuff, I'll put on that page. But then all the other stuff, you know how I do it, you know, will be some for the DC Universe page, the MU page, and then everything else will probably be on my Facebook page. So I'll put the link to all those pages on this video, including mine. So if there's anything you want me to keep an eye out for when I'm down there, let me know and I'll shoot some video of it. But I'm probably going to be all over the place because, you know, when it comes to the cons, especially San Diego, man, I love it. I missed out last year, but hey, this year we're going full force. I mean, we got the crew coming back again, so it's going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to it. So once again, subscribe to us on the ACBA page, and like always, beat the scalpers. Peace.
That's crispy.